In this video, I would like to show those of you who like to grow their own food in their own garden how fish leftovers could be used as an effective fertilizer with your tomatoes, for example. This method is actually very well known and there's nothing new about it. When I began using this method, I saw a very big difference right away, but I could not do it properly. I put the fish through a meat grinder, or I would put the fish heads around the plants, and it ends up getting stinky and being dug up by animals like raccoons. Then I found an easy solution on how to use these fish leftovers as a fertilizer and do it without a hassle. So the first thing I have to do when I'm planting these tomatoes is I have to plant them deeper than the normal hole, so around 40 to 50 centimeters deep. Then I will place the fish leftovers at the bottom. I use everything in this case. I use fish, I use the gills, skin, the bones, guts. I even collect them during the winter and I keep them in the freezer. I normally use around 500 grams under a tomato or inside of one hole. The fish leftovers, as a result of the decomposing process, will provide the tomato plant with organic, easy absorbable phosphorus, potassium, nitrogen, and most importantly, iodine, especially from the sea fish leftovers. They're very rich in iodine, and tomatoes need iodine for successful blooming and for producing the berries. If there isn't enough of it, the flowers simply will not fertilize and they will eventually fall off. I simply put wood chips on top of the fish. The wood chips protect the fish from becoming stinky, and it also prevents the animals from sensing it and attempting to dig it up. The fast decomposing wood chips become a source for more nutrients for the tomato, and it also improves air circulation around the roots. Instead of using wood chips, peat moss can work as well, but peat moss makes the soil a bit more acidic and the agricultural lime will need to be added in this case. So I prefer wood chips. So when my place is ready, I'm going to plant 2 tomato plants together. And if anything will happen to one, the other one will form a pretty big bush. If not, the tomatoes grow better in small communities. After planting it, I have to put the oil as high as possible because the tomatoes do produce side roots. More roots means more nutrients, which means more berries as a result. The tomato's root system is really developed. I can spread up to 2 meters, so the decomposing fish source will be quite easy to reach. Tomato plants can grow up to 3 meters and need strong roots to hold it and provide for water. Fish leftovers work as a fertilizer, and they work very well for many garden plants, berry bushes, and even trees. It is good for tomatoes, potatoes, eggplants, peppers, and others. So water the tomatoes pretty well after planting them. Tomatoes love lots of water, and I'm going to show you what we got as a result. Please keep in mind that we live in a cool climate, zone 4, and my vegetable garden is growing in quite a shady area. I'm pretty sure that the results can be much better in a favorable condition, but anyway, the outcome is not bad because after approximately 6 to 8 weeks, we harvested a medium bow of tomatoes in one bush in a few days.